kills over towards this Aatrox, he can very quickly close the gap and make sure that this Jace has a really bad time. And Sword Art actually going to opt once you see the Nautilus.
In the meantime, XX is like, you can have the blue buff, mate. I'm going to take a dragon.
More valuable than 3 plates being shared between maybe 2 to 3 members of LNG, and they're not really going to be able to make as much use of that gold.
Oh, depth charge onto Huanfeng. He has to use the Arcane Shift, but he knows he's going down here. It's all over for Huanfeng, and that is going to be first blood now for Light.
I'm surprised.
They're deciding against it in the end here. And kind of an interesting one when you consider that
pretty much shown us right now to try and make a play towards mid, which is why Maple is hovering so far.
Going to get a charge down. It won't quite finish this time, I don't think. But with Maple and Chenlun there, they should be able to drop that one themselves anyway. And Infernal Drake has now...
Well, you're all grouped up in a very small area.
I mean, look at the damage that they're already taking. XX moves in. sofm a level ahead, and he gets the smite for himself. Into the backline, though. Here comes Sword Art. Manages to get Haymaker and walks away with his life as well. Depth charge onto Angel, but there's no follow-up. And soon
is realistically what we're going to be looking for. So sorry for everyone at home. We're going to talk nonsense for about 2 minutes.
Well, I'm just impressed that when you look at the scoreboard, there are 2 bounties. Right. That is a big old shock blast to hit the back line right there. Then an sofm stepping on forwards, trying to muscle their way into the fight. And I want it taking a huge amount of damage. Cataclysm from sofm. And I told you it was all going to pop off. In goes Sword Art, Haymaker, and it's a double for Huanfeng. Like desperately trying to get onto everybody, but sofm survives. And that is going to be a 1 fight and a Drake for Suning.
Finally, we get some action, and Suning will come out with their 3rd Drake invested in this game.
In a serious point, though, what is the blue buff doing? What? Maple's... I don't know what's happening anymore, Dagda. Okay, well, we've got another fight on our hands, and this time sofm's been caught out. And with a Baron available, and with Chakrams for Light, LNG are quite happy to just start this one off. Trundle going to be more than happy to tank this one as well. sofm died, so there's no smite for the side of Suning. They've just got to go for a 4v5 here. Huanfeng all across the team. Iwandi goes down. Light's in trouble as Bin brings down his sword. And this is all about Suning. 4v5 and a Baron to boot.
Again, LNG opt to go for this play, but the engage from Suning is able to just turn it around. Huanfeng hitting so many
on the game so far. 0, 2, and 1. The same can be said for XX. And here's the thing. Those were the 2 players I was saying need to be kind of the pillars of this team. They're the veterans. They're the ones that have been around here. Now we're going to see yet another fight. The Baron, they don't want to siege. They just want to play right now. Suning get another tower, another kill. And now on towards an inhibitor for the side of LNG. And they're going to continue this siege. They're going to look towards this mid lane inhibitor. XX not up for another 10 seconds. And with 3 Baroned up cannons on the go, as well as Huanfeng, you'd expect this inhibitor fall any second now. So fantastic little siege here. Coming at 30.
The only issue here, though, is that Suning haven't backed in quite a while. So they do need to be careful if they're taking the fight. But
I don't think they mind. I think they're all right. sofm going to block the paddle star here. Iwandi's gone too deep again. Flashes away, and there's a Cataclysm to block everyone in. Iwandi holding them at bay. But sofm is pretty tanky. Trades 1 for 1 now as Bin goes in onto Light. Won't be able to finish off the 3rd Q. Flash away from Light, but I don't think he was actually in danger there. 1 for 1. As you rightly say, Suning hadn't backed, so they're happy to take that trade, as well as the tower. Now more fighting as Sword Art goes in. Stun onto 2 of them. He goes down for his efforts, though. But it will surely mean that this inhibitor falls. Huanfeng should be able to finish this one along with Bin and Angel. And you know what? Even if
this is really starting to add up on Suning's side, but the poke from LNG here could do a lot of work.
Not the greatest thought I've ever seen from Huanfeng there. Just misses everybody. That will be the Infernal Drake. So now Suning, since there is no objective,
so that then you actually have a lane you can play around.
Well, they don't really have a lane to play around at this point because we're past the laning bit. And he's looking fantastic on it here with that Death Dance, with the Blade of the Rune King as well. Baron incredibly low. They are going to burn that one down. Iwandi's gone in. But he might regret that decision now. XX trying to get onto the backline as well. But the support falls and nobody from LNG pulls the trigger to go in with him. Sleepy Trouble Bubble onto Huanfeng, but realistically, there's just no follow-up here. Good shock blast from Chenlun. Bin just going to barrel these minions into the mid lane. Pressure in every lane with this Baron buff. This might just be 2 inhibitors dropping LNG. They've got to make a play somewhere. Huanfeng's the target. Maple barely surviving here. iWandy desperate to get in. Look at the healing on Huanfeng, though. With double lifesteal items, he's just about invincible. Sword Art goes in. iWandy goes down. Now in comes Bin as well, as they finish off this second inhibitor. The bot lane inhibitor has respawned, but I think Suning maybe have their eyes on the Nexus. No, they want to do things by the book.
Well, you need to get the minions here first. Might as well get them in all 3 lanes. And Suning should just be able to push in here, especially when you've got iWandy down. It's a 4 versus 5.
It certainly is. And, well, with a Baron buff, with supers, and with Bin charging forwards, Maple's in trouble and flashes onto the Nexus. As the turrets will fall on down, this is going to be the end of the game. Light gets deleted. So does Maple. You got to come back from that one, my friend. And Sword Art just chases everybody else away. There goes the Nexus, and there goes game 1 in favor of Suning.
LNG really just felt like they didn't know how to operate on that team composition. The issue that comes when you start to play Jace in the top lane